G13.
Hello everyone, I'm Michelle Russo with Morning Blend St. Louis. I'm joined today by Atul from 630. Hello, how are you today?
How are you, Michelle?
Good, I'm very good. Thank you for coming out.
Thanks for having me.
I want you to tell us a little bit about your company.
Sure. 630, several of your members in the audience may or may not know, is the height and the span of the arch in feet.
630 feet wide, 630 feet tall. I do remember that now from history class.
And so it's sort of symbolic of what we do. We're in the business of connecting some of the best ideas in financial technology, called fintech, right? We call it fintech, to the breadth and depth of the financial services community in the region, and work with like-minded corporate partners to grow these ideas, nurture these ideas, and accelerate their revenues.
How do you find everybody and get the parties connected?
It's hand-to-hand combat.
Hand-to-hand combat.
Exactly. And so I think 630's got a little bit of notoriety. That doesn't hurt. I think we've got a very strong network of partners that are in the business of helping us identify some of the best ideas. I think the past companies we've invested in have a big role to play in other really strong ideas and strong entrepreneurs spending their time here. And then we do lots of research on where the technology is going, what are the key themes, what are some of the ideas that have some of the highest potential, and we ferret them out. You know, whether from various competitions, from various conferences, but also in many ways working with our corporate partners.
Really?
Yep.
Would you say that you can snowball from one entrepreneur to the next, and kind of, does it help you just find different leads just by who you're working with and networking?
Yeah, I mean, regardless of how we find an idea, it's almost always the case that an entrepreneur that joins us speaks to somebody else that we've invested in the past before they show up. I think the network has a huge impact, to your point. I think the fact that somebody's had a great experience working at 630, in growing their company, in growing in their leadership quotient, and making connections in the community that are going to grow their business is what a good reference sounds like.
Exactly. Could an entrepreneur find you all and apply, I guess you'd say, or are you all scouting for them? How does the process work?
I think it works both ways. I think we do put the message out pretty broadly, and our partners, State Farm, Edward Jones, UMB Bank, Twain Financial, RGA, all large corporates in the region play a significant role in putting the word out too.
Okay.
Yeah.
How easy is it to go about the process? Does it take a lot of time?
It's actually fairly simple.
Really?
To apply to 630. I think it's a simple way in which you're communicating what your business is, what your business model is, how do you make revenues, what's different about your business, what's defensible about your business, and how you're ultimately going to go about sustaining its growth, sustaining what's different about it. So it is an application process, and after you apply, the 630 Investment Committee looks at roughly about 350 ideas every year. We narrow it down to 8 or 9 ideas that we invest in. We invest in 8 or 9, about 4 or 5 at a time in the spring and the fall. It's after that we invite them to spend some time with us in St. Louis.
And what's the best piece of advice you could give to one of the entrepreneurs to kind of streamline their thoughts and make the process go much smoother?
Well, a couple of ideas. One is that revenue is the best form of capital for a startup. I would say that's a very big deal in terms of how you think about your business, especially in the fintech space. And I'd say keep an open mind and keep an open heart around what it takes to actually grow your business. Most entrepreneurs underestimate how hard sales is.
Right.
And I often say sales is not about being smart, it's about being helpful.
Exactly, finding the value.
Finding the value and conveying it in a way that is memorable and that is something that somebody else can communicate to a 10-year-old.
And giving that sales pitch, I'm sure, and just conveying that the whole time.
Yeah, keeping it simple, keeping it helpful, keeping it real. Yeah, and I think financial services are Financial technology is changing the world of fintech is changing the world of financial services. We want financial services to be more inclusive. We want it to feel more secure. We want it to feel more confident. We want it to feel more transparent and open, and we want it to cost less.
Right.
And so, some of the key issues with the key themes of ideas that are really, really strong are those that use data really well. And are designed in a way that provides for a really good experience that both gets trust, gets to the open and transparency, feels inclusive, and gets at the cost issue too.
Okay, well, great. Well, tell everyone where they can find you and apply.
630.co, 630 spelled out, SIX30, THIRTY.co. But feel free to email me at Atul at 630.co, ATUL at 630.co.
Well, thank you. Thanks so much for coming
Appreciate
out today.
That's fabulous. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. And thank you all for tuning in to Morning Blend St. Louis. I'm Michelle Russo.
Extreme